What does your family mean when they say, we take care of our own? In my family, it meant you smiled for the church photo even if your arm was in a sling, and no one would explain why. It meant you didn't ask why Aunt Melissa's kids suddenly lived with their grandmother, or why Uncle Terry's accident didn't make the news. It meant we handled things quietly, which is why I didn't tell anyone when my cousin Logan moved into our basement. I was 13, he was 24, and had just gotten out. That's all they said. My mom cleaned out the storage room for him. My dad added a deadbolt to the door. For his privacy, he said. The first few weeks I barely saw him. Then one night, I was getting water and found him sitting in the dark kitchen, staring at nothing. You're the quiet one, he said. I froze. You're smart to be quiet. I nodded and went back to my room. Locked the door. Started sleeping with a flashlight under my pillow. Things went missing. Money, my earbuds, snacks. My parents blamed my little brother. When I said it wasn't him, they said I was accusing family without proof. That's not what we do. Then one day, I came home from school and found my dog limping. Vet said someone kicked him hard enough to bruise a rib. My brother cried. I told my parents it had to be Logan. They said he'd never hurt an animal. He was just going through a hard time. That night, I put a phone in the laundry room and hit record. The next day, I heard everything. Logan muttering to himself, talking about people watching him through the walls, blaming my dog for snitching, picking something. The yelp. I played it for my parents. My mom said he was mentally unwell and I needed to be patient. My dad told me to delete the recording before it ruined someone's future. That night, I emailed the audio to myself. Then I forwarded it to the county's crisis line. I didn't tell anyone. I just waited. 3 days later, Logan disappeared. My parents said he found a program. I thought maybe, finally, something worked. Then a week later, I came home to find him back in the kitchen. Same blank stare. No program, no change. He said, "You think you're safe now, huh?" I ran to my room, locked the door, and called the police. They came, took a report, said without proof of a threat, their hands were tied. I showed them the recording. They said it was too old to be relevant. When I told my parents I wanted to stay with a friend for a few nights, they said no. We don't run from family, we fix things. So I packed my stuff while they were asleep, climbed out the window, and never looked back. The next day, I got a voicemail from my mom crying, saying I was tearing the family apart. My dad left a text. "If you air dirty laundry, don't expect to come home." I stayed gone, finished school, got a scholarship, blocked their numbers. 6 months later, I got a message from a cousin I barely talked to. "Just so you know, Logan's been arrested. Again. This time it wasn't handled. Apparently he'd shown up at someone else's house. Thought their dog was spying on him, tried to break in. Someone called the cops before he could get through the fence. He's still in jail. My parents still haven't contacted me, but sometimes I scroll through their Facebooks just to check.